What's up guys, Flaming Geek here. So today's Friday, which means it's another rant video day. So today's rant, I wasn't sure for a bit what to do it on. There's so many topics to rant on, but I decided, I wasn't sure what to rant on. On Tuesday, it was Discount Tuesdays for the movies, so of course I went to go see it and see a film, and I went and saw The Jungle Book, which I thought was actually a really good movie, and it makes me excited for using the technology and everything and what Disney can create, especially since they've announced like a Jungle Book cinematic universe and different live action universe adaptations of their Disney classics, which should be interesting. So after seeing that movie, I was like, I want to see Lion King! I want to see a live action Lion King! That would be so cool! Okay, but anyhow, that's for another video topic. Some people go to the films just to have a break, to see what's out there, what's being done, or to see something that they've wanted to see for a long time. I'm one of those people who goes for those reasons, but also mainly because movies, for me, is an opportunity to escape from reality, and it's a break from all your troubles in reality, and you get to spend an hour and a half to 2 to 3 hours sometimes in this completely different world. And if a movie is crafted well enough, you can really immerse yourself in it. That's why I really enjoy films that are released in 3D if it's well done 3D, like if it was shot for 3D and not just shot regular footage and then rendered into 3D at the end, because you can totally see the difference in the processes. And so Jungle Book, Jon Favreau shot it for 3D, and it was a very immersive movie. And when I go to see films, I like to sit at the very back row in the center, because I find I'm really picky about where I sit, and that's why I always make sure when I'm going to see movies with friends that I pick the seating, because whenever anyone else chooses it, I don't like it. Yes, I do have a bit of a control problem, but usually everyone gives me good feedback about it. So I like to sit at the very back of the theater, because if you sit in the middle, you can kind of, sometimes if you turn around, you can see the projector light, and I don't like seeing that. And in the middle, you have to deal with people who are sitting behind you. There's more people around you. Whereas if you're sitting in back, there's people on your sides and people in the front, and it's not so bad. Anyhow, I like to sit in the very back middle row, which is usually like seat 15, 14, depending on like how large the theater is. Sometimes it's 25, 26. So this Tuesday, I went to go see Jungle Book. And this rant video is about people who go to see movies and who check their cell phones. I know, a lot of you are like, okay, we get the little, like, if you're up in Canada, Cineplex has the really cheesy, like, clips. It's like, don't be a Sally texter. No, sorry, don't be a Tommy texter, and like, all these cheesy names. But I'm saying it because it's genuinely a problem, to the point where now I'm finding almost every movie I go to see, except for big release movies like Captain America, Civil War, or Batman v Superman, so like the big movies on opening night, I don't find that as much. But like, I went to go see Jungle Book, and there was this guy and girl who were sitting 2 seats over from me, and throughout the movie, for like the first half hour of the movie, I swear the girl had her phone out the entire time. And like, I was able to block out most of it because I was like, okay, just focus on what's in the front. And then her boyfriend started pulling her phone out. And eventually I went and I whispered, I was like, can you please, and I said very nicely and politely, excuse me, could you guys please stop texting on your phone or turn off your phone? And they're like, oh, sorry. But within another 20 minutes, the guy starts doing it again too, and so does the girlfriend. Finally, I was like, "Hey, sorry, can you stop?" And at this point, I was getting very frustrated because I was thinking, okay, option A, I could ignore them for the rest of the movie, or option B, I can start telling them, or C, I could change seats. There was no way I was changing seats in this film, because I had the perfect spot and I arrived early to get that seat, so I shouldn't have to move if a bunch of people are texting or doing whatever. And it turns out the guy was looking at the playoff details and stuff for NHL. Yes, so Canadian. But still, it was so frustrating. And it's one thing I can't fathom and I don't understand. If you come see a movie and it's boring, just leave the theater. Or like go down, if you need to text, go down the steps and to the side where you can still see the movie, but go and text or something like that. It's annoying, it's terribly distracting, and it's very frustrating, and it takes away from everyone else's experience for the film. I have a very good peripheral view, and I do get easily distracted, and if something is bothering me, it will bother me for extended periods of time. And so like it was just so annoying. There were some moments where like Bill Murray as Blue would say like a joke, and I couldn't get into it because I literally was like trying to pay attention but trying too hard. In the end, they eventually stopped texting on their phone, and they were respectful after that. But I just don't understand, if you, especially people who get brought along for movies, I understand sometimes you get dragged along to go see a film, but if you don't want to go see it, just leave the theater or go see another movie in the theater. Even though they tell you not to do that, you should do it or something. It's very frustrating to everyone else, and I try to be as courteous when I go to see films. If I find I'm chewing too loud with the popcorn, I will try to chew quieter or such. If I'm moving around too much, then I'll try to stop. Just because I'm really aware of everyone else around me, and I don't know like if they're really into the movie or not. That's my rant for today. So if you have your phone and you are going to see a film and you are getting texts from your friends, seriously, just turn your phone off. Or if anything, I don't turn my phone off either. I usually just put my phone on silent, or if you've got an iPhone, you can put it on like sleep mode with like the crescent moon on it. And that way, if anyone calls you, it goes straight to voicemail, or like you get texts, you don't get an alert about it and stuff. You don't have to turn your phone off. Just don't look at your phone. Just turn it on silent or vibrate if your phone isn't too loud when it vibrates. But seriously, be quiet, be respectful, guys, because you know what? It can ruin an experience. Like that one guy did in 2011 when I went to go see Frankenstein, the National Theatre Live production of Frankenstein in the movie theater with Benedict Cumberbatch as the creature and Johnny Lee Miller as Frankenstein. I still won't forget him. I ended up having to move seats, and if you haven't seen that play, it is amazing. If it ever gets brought back in theaters and you're a fan of Benedict Cumberbatch and you're a fan of good plays and such, go see it. It's worth it because both actors play either Frankenstein or the creature, and they rotate it each and every night, and it's an amazing production. But anyhow, I will remember that man forever. I remember how he looks. Not to sound creepy, but I was so angry. That's my rant for today. If you guys have any topics for rant or possible ideas, feel free to post them in the comment section. Tell me what you thought about the video, and as always, live long and prosper. Frosty.